yeah. Oh,
Lastly, we are going to touch on Swiss Beats' response. This is so funny. Um, so during the Super Bowl, Usher performed during halftime, and he brought out several guests with him during his performance. As you can see there, the wonderful, beautiful Alicia Keys was one of them. Amongst others, Her was out there, Lil Jon, Ludacris, JD showed up, popped up to help with the proceedings. But Troll World got going because of how grabby and close and touchy feely
oh,
Usher was during their set, between him and Alicia Keys when they did that part performing the Mabu. And obviously, Alicia Keys married to Swizz Beatz. The world wants to know how Swizz Beatz felt about that. And of course, Swizz Beatz, being diplomatic, brushed it off as no big deal. So we thought that this was funny to talk about, and I actually have additional material on this too.
oh,
Um,
shit.
but first we'll get into this article real quick. It says Swizz Beatz addresses Usher Alicia Keys performance. On February 12th, Swizz Beatz hopped on Instagram and addressed the uproar made over Usher and Swiss's wife Alicia Keys getting very close during the performance of their duet "Mabu" at the 2024 Super Bowl on Sunday night. Y'all talking about the wrong damn thing. Swizz captioned a carousel of photos of Alicia's cameo. Y'all don't see that amazing dress covering the entire stadium. Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing with two amazing giants. Congrats at Usher and my love at Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. Blessings. So of course everybody has to plug their stuff. So he went and plugged their stuff. Um, and that's pretty much the extent of that. So that sets this up. If you didn't watch the halftime show, there's probably clips of it on the internet. Y'all can go check it out. It did get a bit close at certain points, and this obviously is noteworthy because of Usher's reputation with how he behaves around women who are very publicly with other men.
Yeah.
Yes. There's Kiki Palmer controversy, as an example of where this stems from. So I have additional material.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
yeah, I got additional material here. So our buddies Cameron and Mace talked about this too. Um,
Oh, oh man.
so our,
What
buddy,
Cam
our,
said?
yeah, our buddies Cameron and Mace, they touched on this a little bit during their recent episode of It Is What It Is. So I want to play this because it's pretty comical, and then we'll go ahead and talk about how we, see this situation playing out.
I thought when
OJ.
people pay me to tell the truth, I gotta tell the truth. I thought he started kind of
If they
slow.
didn't pay you, would you tell the
Damn,
truth, Mace?
yeah,
Just as people pay you, if they gotta pay you to tell the truth? If they didn't pay you,
Great question.
would you tell the truth? That's what I want
That's
to know.
a great question, kid. I'm glad you asked that. Well, I'm actually here with a friend of mine, and he brought me here to tell the truth. And what I'm working on, OJ, is to be an unbiased voice on television. So I want to make sure that my views and my commentary is never tampered with or swayed by any partnerships, any branding, or anything like that. I want to be a very respectable and trusted voice. So with my take on the Super Bowl performance, I thought it was an amazing performance. But being a guy that performed as well, I thought he started kind of slow. But once I think JD came out and he did whatever he did, JD got it rocking, and then Little John came out, and it was just a wrap after that. And Alicia Keys, she did her thing too. I don't know how Swiss felt about that hug at the last part, but it was a great performance.
I'm gonna bring that up. He's aggressive with people's
Yeah.
females, man.
Yeah,
I spoke to Swizz. It's very uncomfortable.
yeah. I
for me
shouldn't
to
need
talk
prayer
about.
for real.
Yeah,
I should just
yeah,
go on behind that man'
Yo.
wife. That's his wife, right?
yeah, and he
Yeah,
got a
bro.
look on his face of
He
deviousness.
knew it was a performance. So he was like, "We performing."
Yeah, but she had a face like calm down a little
Yeah.
bit too. Like Usher got, I don't know what he gets out of this. Usher got a thing for being with
He
people.
got that.
Yeah, man. Like me and Swizz have been doing a little couple things the last couple weeks, and I'm like, I'm mad. You know, me and Swizz always been cool, but I'm just saying, like, yo, my man joint, like, yo, my nigga,
Right.
calm down, my nigga. And he got the face of time, Alicia Keys. I don't even think that's part of the performance. They was dancing. She did a push off, like
Yeah, yeah, because he was getting too close. It's like he's dancing, but when they get to the sensual pause, he just goes real aggressive on a nigga
Yeah.
wife, yo.
Yeah, like, yo, my nigga.
Yo, bro, 100%, man. Bro is just aggressive. That's a good word.
Oh God, yeah. I feel like Swizz was being diplomatic. You know how these people we've talked about. You know, the music industry, man.
Crazy.
They all try to present the united front. Nobody, at least to the best of their ability, nobody's going to throw anybody else under the bus publicly. I think if Swizz is any husband or man to that woman, I would probably say, why did Usher have to do it like that? I don't think that it's crazy to ask that question. And I think if Swizz had that reaction, I don't necessarily think that he would have been out of bounds. But I think clearly at this point, what we are seeing is that Usher has a track record for this.
Yeah, he's got a track record.
And he doesn't seem to care. He
No.
does not seem to care. But you know, in terms of Swizz, I kind of feel like he responded in the only way he could.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
obviously nowadays men are always under the gun, always having our manhood and our masculinity and our choices questioned. You know, in the court of public opinion, anytime a man speaks up, it's automatically a referendum on his insecurities, right? And so Swizz responded the only way that he could, because if he were to say, not really sure I was feeling that performance a bit too much, here come all of the trolls on the internet who are going to call him out for being an insecure man.
Yeah.
And who are going to call him out for hating on Usher, right?
Yeah.
But more than anything else, they're going to call him out for being an insecure man, for being someone who can't handle being with a woman like Alicia Keys, a queen, right? Like that's what the trolls are going to say. And the controls largely control the flow of the narrative of any particular conversation on the internet. That's why it's such a toxic place to stay. And to Swizz's credit, he doesn't spend a whole lot of time on the internet. Good for him. But I think he responded the only way he could, which is to just be diplomatic. Because if he had said maybe he did like it, for all I know. I don't know him. But what my point overall is, if he did have an issue with it, it's a lose-lose situation, because even if he expresses having an issue with it, it's going to come back to bite him in the ass, because now he's going to look like he's weak merely for expressing a very reasonable way that he looked at that particular performance, because that is the wife and mother of his children.
Yep.
So, and Usher does that, right?
Yeah.
Usher does this. So, you know, I don't mind Swizz's response. I don't believe him. I think he did have a raised eyebrow. I don't think it's like, I don't think that he's like, you know, going crazy over it, because I know they solid. I don't think he's going crazy over it. But did he have a raised eyebrow? I'm willing to imagine he did. Yeah. But he can't say it, because then here come the attacks on Swizz's manhood, and that's worse than just being diplomatic and just taking the high road. So,
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think he had much of a choice there. He would have looked in any other context, even if he was just like, yeah, that wasn't cool. He would have been, like you said, perceivably weak to the internet community, and that's his consumption base.
Yeah.
It's just best to just stay on the high road with this one, like as you mentioned. So yeah, I would have done the same. I would have been cussing him out in my head, to be honest. Even though I know it's part of the performance, and my wife is Alicia Keys. Hello, so the world wants to have sex with your woman. So
Yes.
this one guy right here, like, what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
You know, the difference is that he's also an entertainer. You know, could probably steal my girl, but he doesn't want my girl. This is what this guy does. So I would have been going, all right, so you performing with Usher, right? Yeah, we would have had a whole talk. Or you performing with that clown? All right, now if you play some games up there, let him know what time it is. You know, and then I'll be watching, and as it happened, because we all saw it, and we all knew, oh, everybody did it. I did it. So apparently Mason Cameron did it too. Like, bro, this guy's aggressive. Yeah, he's aggressive. He's gonna get aggressive with your woman, and he don't care. It's part of my show.
Yeah.
It's part of my show. Fuck out of here, Usher. We're hip to your game now. When this Keke Palmer stuff came out initially, everybody was like, "Whoa, woo, woo!" Nah, there's eyeballs over there. Charlamagne called you out, man. You are a domestic terrorist, and this is domestic terrorism. If he didn't have a stronger hold on this situation here, this could have went left. You know, and not in a situation where he loses his wife. It just would have been a messy situation. She handled herself well, as they said. She did a little number of, you know, ha ha ha, you know, pushing them off. And then he did his thing by doubling back on the back end, saying, "Hey, these are great entertainers, two of the best in the business. Why don't you guys do that?" Hey man, it works. This is good PR, and this is well handled. Maybe something Tyrese should learn. All right, because I'm pretty sure somebody read over that before he submitted it. You know. So yeah, man, wild stuff there. Usher again trolling the world. Did a great job, by the way. It was a good performance, man. So it's our generation. I guess it's our time to be in things. So I was proud to see him out there doing his thing, rocking the stage. And I did get a good chuckle out of this little thing that he pulled there. And I got a greater chuckle out of Mason Cameron. That was funny. I ain't even see it.
Yeah, I love those guys are so funny, man. Oh man, those guys are hilarious. Yeah, I've always been an Usher fan. I've always been, you know, there's that debate, Usher, Chris Brown. I've always been Team Usher.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I've been following Usher since his first album, the My Way album, because I think he released a self-titled album before the My Way. But I know the My Way album was his first big time mainstream back in 1997. I've been an Usher fan, you know, but it's becoming clear that Usher pushes the limits when it comes to live performances and the involvement of women in those performances. So it is what it is. I think Swizz did it the best way he could. Even if he had an issue with it, like I said, you know, for him to express an issue with it, it would have been it would have played out as a referendum on his lack of, you know, lack of everything, lack of control, lack of security. You know, it would have been, you know, Swizz is being insecure, blah, 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 all this other stuff. So you don't need all of that because none of it's true anyway. So best to just kind of, you know, congratulate it and move on, because in a week, no one's going to be talking about it anyway. So who cares? But you know, Alicia Keys, man, my God, you know, we won't go. Oh, that reminds me. A couple topics ago, I was trying to think of the woman who now is on College Game Day. Her name is Jess Sims. Jess Sims, Jess Sims. So yeah, Shannon Sharp, you need to, you know, live over there, bro. Jess Sims. Charlie Arnold, you know, get your little Molly Karam in there. You know, I don't care if she been ran through. Go ahead and, you know, stay away from the Insta thoughts or whatever. But I digress. Back to the topic at hand. Yeah, I told you. But back to the topic at hand. Yeah, Alicia Keys is aging like a fine wine. I have always been very fond of her. Congratulations, Swish. You did well, sir. You hit the lottery on that one for sure. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end it on that note, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Great stream. JV wins, Dogon SS, Conscious Approach. As always, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, or just give us your view. If you are watching the stream or if you're watching any of the individual videos, we certainly appreciate it. And we also appreciate anybody who does subscribe to the channel to join us along for the ride. Check out Conscious Approach on Instagram, Con Approach, CONAPPROACH. Check me out on Instagram at JVWins, JVWINS. If you're watching this page on Facebook, hit the like button, follow the page, leave a comment there as well. Share this video wherever you happen to be watching it. We certainly appreciate your support as we continue to rock and roll. Thank you to everyone who watches, who tunes in. We couldn't be more grateful for the support as we continue to crank out this logical content.
Yes, sir. And the name is Dogon SS. You can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube at Dogon_SS. Also on TikTok, all right, Dogon_SS over there as well. And as I say on every pod, guys, all right, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player, and don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until the next time, guys, I got more rings than Robert Ory. We'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, shouts out to everybody out there. Until the next video, we will see you later. We are signing off. Peace.
Go Cards.
Shouts out to Alicia Keys, man. She's so fine.
Hey, Alicia, we ate. Hey, country. Yeah, right.
She's so fine, dog. Oh my God. Shouts out to Alicia Keys, yo.
I think Ashanti got a beat still.
I don't know. It's tough, man. I don't know. I don't know. We out.
Oh shit, this still good. Hey,
yeah, we still going.
Yeah.